The freezing rain over Chicago obscures 72-year-old Henry. He sits on a cold bench in a torn coat and shoes with holes as the city's evening rush moves past him. To the thousands of people heading home, he is invisible. In his trembling hand, he holds his entire net worth, a single crumpled dollar bill. This is his final asset, the absolute floor of his financial existence. At the convenience store across the street, that dollar buys exactly 1 cup of coffee. In these temperatures, that caffeine and heat provide the specific thermal energy Henry needs to keep his core temperature from dropping. Standard economic logic dictates a single path here: self-preservation. When resources reach this level of scarcity, any spending that doesn't directly support your own survival is a fatal calculation. Henry enters the convenience store, where the smell of fresh food and the sudden blast of heat make him dizzy. At the counter, a mother and her 8-year-old daughter are stalled. Their payment card has been rejected repeatedly for a single sandwich. The girl is crying, telling her mother she's hungry, while the mother searches a purse that contains nothing. The store falls silent. Other customers look away or study the shelves, adhering to the standard social protocol of bystander detachment. No one wants to take on someone else's deficit. Henry looks at the dollar in his hand. He weighs the immediate physical warmth he needs against the immediate physical hunger of the child standing 2 feet away. Henry steps forward and places the bill on the counter. As this gauge shows, his net worth drops to 0. This is absolute divestment, the choice to bankrupt oneself entirely to fund the relief of a stranger. With the sandwich paid for, Henry walks back out into the rain. An hour later, he is huddled under a concrete bridge, his hand shaking as the temperature continues to drop. He has no resources, no food, and no plan for the morning. In the silence under the bridge, it feels as though the world has finished erasing him. This is the immediate physical consequence of his choice. Choosing a moral victory over a survival asset often results in a severe, immediate deficit. The darkness under the bridge is interrupted by the headlights of a black SUV pulling to a stop nearby. The mother from the store steps out, accompanied by her brother, Michael. He is a corporate executive who has spent the last hour hearing about the man who gave away his last dollar. The capital disparity between them is massive. A man who owns a company standing next to a man who owns nothing. Michael's hiring pool is crowded with high-skill applicants, but lacks high-character candidates. Technical skills are abundant. Integrity is hard to verify. That's why Michael offers Henry the receptionist job. He ignores Henry's lack of experience, focusing purely on his undeniable proof of character. By liquidating his final dollar, Henry provided an undeniable demonstration of his values. In Michael's view, that single act made Henry a more secure investment than a candidate with a decade of traditional experience, but no proven honesty. 3 months later, Henry sits behind a reception desk. He has a clean uniform, a warm office, and a stable apartment. The dividends on his $1 sacrifice are clear: a restored sense of identity, regular meals, and safety from the elements. One afternoon, the little girl from the convenience store enters the lobby. She walks to the desk and places a single dollar bill in front of Henry. She tells him her mother said that good people take turns giving, and now it's her turn. This is circulating wealth. Hoarded currency loses value, but kindness forms an economy where the unit of exchange gains impact every time it changes hands. This choice triggers a chain reaction, ensuring the giver is never truly left empty.